belong to black men? And she said, yes. I was like, I want you to answer this question, not aspirationally, but practically. And she could not give a direct answer. She is like, well, yeah, I want you to, brothers, I want you to know we love you, we this, we that. And she went into the politicking of it. I was like, no, answer the question directly. But I saw her, I witnessed her struggling, trying to not be direct. And I said, okay, do white women act like they belong to white men, like the white men? Yes. Do Asian women act like they belong to Asian men? Yes. Hispanic women act like they belong to Hispanic men? Yes. Do Middle Eastern women act like they belong to Middle Eastern men? Yes. Do black women act like they belong to black men? No.
Check 1 2 1 2. What is this? All right, good morning, everybody. This is Morning Vibe with DJ Harwood and True Williams. True's not in yet, but I got to start this. All right, so all day, matter of fact, Infinity hit me up. I think Infinity was the first, probably hit me up and said, hey, Kevin Samuels is kaput. And my first response was, no, not true. And after doing researching, checking all my sources, I'll get to my two sources. And I'm going to get to that foolishness that those two young ladies was talking yesterday. True Williams and her friend. I can't remember her name. I apologize. Foolishness. And I'm gonna jump into that for a quick minute. But let's get back into Kevin Samuels. So, as I was saying, I checked my sources. I made some calls. And as I played at the beginning at the show, this.
I want you all to know that we are fighting the fake news.
Perfect example of why I don't believe, I'm based on my research, that he's not dead. First of all, first source I checked was this. TMZ. TMZ. If TMZ don't have him dead on any of their platform, not true. My other source, NBC, ABC, any of the big, matter of fact, perfect one, CNN. That's in Atlanta. CNN, ABC, NBC, TMZ do not have anything about this young man on any of their platform. As I said at the beginning of the show.
I want you all to know that we are fighting the fake news. No. It's fake.
So again, if any of those four platforms have no information, not one minute detail about any of this craziness about our guy, about this guy right here, about this guy, we have to say,
let's talk. And it all started about, with a woman who was saying that she felt offended when black men asked her to smile. And several of the conversations that happened like that. And she was actually kind of agreeing. She was
again, they're talking about this man right here. And I said the other day when True was on here, I said, all the great ones, they're always trying to kill off when they're young. And 56 is very young. They're trying to kill off the good ones while they're young. All the good ones, they disappear early. Stories about he was with a young girl he met and, they was having relations and he had a heart attack and everybody's supposed to be famous is doing YouTube videos about his death. Again, my four sources, CNN, number one, NBC, matter of fact, no, TMZ, number one. Number two would be CNN. Three and four, NBC or ABC, depending on what order you have it in. None of them have any details about anything that has to do with Kevin Samuel. You're telling me the three biggest TV news stations in the world have no information. BBC, no information. And first of all, the number one we gonna get it information is TMZ. If TMZ could have the white girl on a balcony, 30 floors up in the air, and have a video of her handcuffed with blood on her, if TMZ could get that, TMZ could also get, hey, this young man died of a heart attack yesterday. Come on, guys. Come on. They coming for him. Ladies, not going to happen. Not going to happen, ladies. I have to say, ladies, not going to happen. All these fake news stories, fake news, as I said, fake news talking about this young man and they've been trying to kill him off.
I want you all to know that we are fighting the fake news.
That's right. Oh, y'all trying to kill this young man off for a long time. Not going to happen. Good morning, everybody. This is Morning Vibe with DJ Hallway and True Williams. True said she's going to come in this morning, but haven't seen her. So I have to say, stop trying to kill my guy off. And I'm going to get into that foolishness that they was talking about yesterday. I'm going to give perfect example. What they're saying is foolishness. Right? Perfect example I'm going to get in of why that craziness that they were saying yesterday is foolishness. And it went in on. Shout out to Dez. Dez was like, yep. Foolishness he was talking about. I'm going to get to this song. It'll be back. Again, you're listening to Morning Vibe with DJ Hallway and True Williams. Let's go.
I'm ready to pull up on you. I'm ready to do what I do. Baby, what you wanna do? Shoot your shot cause I'm bulletproof. Load it up and do. Baby, what you wanna do? I'm ready to pull up on you. I'm ready to do what I do. This time, heavy violin. Last minute trips to the islands. Drip when you slide in. Flip, baby, ride in. Don't hesitate when you get it cause you know I like it. I'm picking up a cake for you.
I want you all to know that we are fighting the fake news. I want you all to know that we are fighting the fake news.
I'm not right for you, I think you need to live from the boy too boring him for make you have fun. I'm a cute Sophia, you know, no more time, make your man done. Stop fight with him, make him fight for you like Tyson. You're too nice to him, the boy love him barely just watching him. Breaking news. I'm not
You ain't heard nothing yet.
breaking news.
I want you all to know that we are fighting the fake news.
Yes. So, as I mentioned in the beginning, foolishness. So, I'm going to get into these two wonderful young ladies' conversation yesterday that completely 100% disagree with every little detail of their conversation. And I was going to call yesterday, but I said, you know what? Let me hold my drama till today. So, ladies, y'all gotta stop capping. And a perfect example. You have two women, and ladies, you go call 518-444-2093 or 518-752-3334. I'm only on for an hour. Don't forget at 10 o'clock, DJ Andrew live from Vibes Corner Radio. At 10 o'clock, DJ Andrew live from 10 a.m. till 12 today. All right, I'm only on for an hour. I'm gonna get into it. But so again, shout out to those young ladies. So we have two young ladies, and ladies, you got to be honest. Be honest. You have two women, right? You have one woman that's gonna work, who's gonna go to college, get a degree, make money, build her lifestyle, and around 35, 36, 37, she said, I'm ready to settle down. I am going to find a man. I'm gonna get married. Now you have another woman at 25 say, you know what? I'm going to find a husband at 25, or 26, or 24, or 23. I'm going to find a husband at 23. I'm going to have kids. I'm going to help my husband build his business. And at 37, at 38 years old, this woman have 3 kids, a family. She's not making as much money as the woman who worked hard, build a business, have all this money at 37. Both of them is 37. Now you have one woman, have a husband, 3 kids at 37. You have one woman who has money and no kids and no husband at 37. Which one would you rather be? Again, you have one woman who have 3 kids, a husband at 37 years old. You have another woman who's 37, has money, no husband. Who you rather be? That's the question. 518-444-2093. Guys, you can answer it too. 518-444-2093 or 518-752-333. You can answer that question. 37-year-old woman, married with 3 kids, or 37-year-old woman, has a career, has money, not married, no kids. Who would you rather? Ladies, I'm just saying ladies. As a woman, which one would you rather be? A 37-year-old woman with 3 kids and a husband in a loving relationship, or a 37-year-old woman, no kids, no husband, looking for a husband at 37? And if females gonna be honest with themselves, they're gonna say they'd rather a man, I'd rather a woman, rather be the woman who have 3 kids and a husband at 37 years old, rather than a woman that has money, a career, no kids, no husband. I promise you. And all the ladies on here who has kids before they turn 37 or whatever that period of time is, there is no woman going to say, you know what? I would have rather not have my kids and just have all this money at 37. They're not going to say that. They may say, hey, I would have rather have my kids with somebody else. They're not going to say, I wish I didn't have my kids at that age. Usually. They're not going to say they didn't wish they didn't have that kid. They're going to wish they had that kids at that age. You know what I mean? Always. Of course, they're going to go to the money. No. If a woman goes, listen, again, that's the question. I want y'all to call. But think about it. Who has a better life? You think about it. Who has a better life? As a woman, who has a better life? A woman at 37, 3 kids, a husband, have her own home, have her own whatever, living in a loving relationship with her husband and 3 kids. Or a woman who's 37, have money, have a career, but no husband, no kids. Who's happier? And I have to say, me personally, I think, this is my opinion, a woman with 3 kids and a woman with 3 kids married in a loving relationship at 37 years old is happier than a woman that have no kids and money in the bank and have no husband. I think. That's what I think. That's just my opinion. But I'm a guy, so this is what I think. That's why I said the whole thing that these ladies were saying yesterday didn't make no sense. Shout out to that said, I'm living without a man, stress has the better life. No. Mm-mm. Regardless of, as parents, we might say our kids stress us out or our husbands stress us out. You will always say, regardless how much my kids stress us out and no matter how much my husband stresses out, I am not going to change anything because I'm happy. And that's a difference. This is my opinion. Just my opinion only, but I think these 2 young ladies was capping. You always say that over 37, 35 is leftovers. Maybe leftovers is too strong of a word. Maybe too strong of a word. Maybe. I'm not saying it is. Maybe too strong of a word. But I have to say, these 2 young ladies yesterday was totally capping on what they'd rather have. And I promise you, these ladies who said that would rather have been in a long relationship, married, with kids, and at 37 or whatever the age is, 40, whatever the age is, rather be in a loving relationship than have the money and looking for a husband at 37. I have to say. Just my opinion, though. But that's what we're going to talk about today. That foolishness yesterday. And also, Kevin Samuel foolishness. Yeah, I got to listen. You know what's so funny? You know what's funny? Kevin Samuel has 5 or 6, probably 3 or 4 different social media. Not one comment. TMZ, not one comment. NBC, not one comment. CNN, not one comment. ABC, not one comment. Come on, guys. We got to get together. Don't let the people listen. They go put the wool. Listen, they're trying to pull. You know what happened is that the breaking news came from a young lady that she said she heard it. She heard it. She heard it. Trying to set our guy up. Fellas, we got to listen. You got to be honest. You're trying to set this guy up. You know what I mean? So, again, this is the morning vibe. DJ Hallway, True Williams. Let's go.
No doubt. Play that. Yo, Trey, drop the verse.
It's going down, fade to Black Street. The homies got at me, collab creations. Bump like agony, no doubt. I put it down, never slouch. As long as my credit can vouch, a dog couldn't catch me. Say out. Tell me who could stop with Dre making moves, attracting honeys like a magnet, giving them orgasms with my mellow accent. Still moving this flavor with the homies Black Street and Teddy, the original rough shakers.
Shutting it down, good lord. Baby got them open all over town. Strictly bitch, you don't play around. Cover much grounds, got game by the pound. Getting paid is a forte, each and every day. True play away. I can't get her out of my mind. Wow, I think about the girl all the time.
And you can check swing on my nights.
And if the shoe fits, I want you to wear the wig good.
And you can check swing on my nights.
Oh, yeah. Talking about the sound when I was live in Tennessee. I would always Tennessee.
Lord, I've really been real stressed, down and out, losing ground. Although I am black and brown, problems got me pessimistic. Brothers and sisters keep messing up. Why does it have to be so damn tough? I don't know where I can go to let these ghosts out of my skull. My grandma passed, my brother's gone. I never at once felt so alone. I know you're supposed to be my steering wheel, not just my spare tire. So Lord, I ask you to be my guide and force the truth. For some strange reason it had to be. He guided me to Tennessee. Take me to another place. Take me to another land. Make me forget all the hurts. Let me understand your plans. Take me to another.
If I could make my heart right. I would like to get to know if I could be the kind of girl that you could be down for. 'Cause when I look at you, I feel something tell me that you're the kind of guy that I should make a move on. And if I don't let you know, then I won't be for real. I could be wrong, but I feel like something could be wrong.
All right. I think I addressed it. That I don't think, matter of fact, based on my research, as I mentioned at the top of the show, I don't think he's dead or in the hospital. I know Young asked. I said, DJ Young, good morning, good morning. I don't think he's in the hospital or dead. You know why? Because at the end of the day, as I mentioned, my three sources has no information. There's nothing at all. So at the end of the day, that's what that is what I say. Because usually, when Michael Jackson died, your grandmother knew the news. And this guy is so, let me say, people don't like this guy so much. You're telling me that none of these 4 or 5 big corporations have no news? It's the little small ones. Oh yeah, he's no. Until I see TMZ, matter of fact, until I see TMZ, NBC, ABC show some kind of confirm that he died, I believe nothing until I hear from those 4 people, those four news companies. If I don't hear from none of them, not gonna happen. Still not gonna believe it. They got the funeral and they throw him in the coffin and everything. Not gonna believe it until all 4 of those people say, "Oh, it's confirmed." It's just just my thing. You know what I mean? So again, it's the morning vibe with DJ Hallway, and I want to get into, as a female, I have a question. As I mentioned, you are 37, you have a career, you have money, right? But you don't have no husband and you don't have no kids. Okay? 2, second female, you're 37, you got 3 kids, you're married. Okay? 3 kids, 37 years old, married. Which life would you rather prefer? And if you say, and I listen, people may disagree with me. You might say, 30, I'd rather be 37 without no kids and have money. Completely disagree with you. And I think the roles have changed over time. And I'm not saying I have. Listen, as everybody know, I have 4 girls, and I'm not. I never ever say to my 4 beautiful young ladies is that, hey, you can't do what you want to do. Never say that. And I think me and Chu had a conversation about choices. God give you choices. Give you a choice to have a family, have kids, or you could refuse that and say, I'm gonna go work and build a career. And then after that, when I'm 37, 38, 30 years old, I'm going to settle down, find a husband, and then have kids at that age. But I always say, and this might be weird, and I say to, ladies, if you're gonna have kids, have them young. Your body will pop back. So by 35 years old, you have them young. By the time you turn 30, 35, your body's like you're a teenager again. If you're able to have kids and go to the gym and work out, your body will pop back. By 30, 35, But that's just my opinion. So a lot of stuff the young lady said yesterday, completely disagree with them. And if you're happy at 37 with no kids and no husband, why are you looking for a husband? You could be happy by yourself. Just be happy by yourself. That's just my opinion. Just be happy by yourself. All right? Just, 518-444-2093, 518-444-2093. Listen, shout out, rest in peace to my brother right here. Rest in peace. All right? Again, good morning, everybody. This is Morning Vibe with DJ Hallway and Joe Williams. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Don't wanna be a player. I don't wanna be playing no more. I'm not a player, I just crush a lot. Punisher, still got what you're looking for. Don't wanna be, I don't wanna be playing no more. I'm not a player, I just crush a lot. Big boy, you're still down below. Yo, I'm still not a player, but you still a hater. Elevator to the top high. See you later, I'm gone. Penthouse suite, penthouse freaks, in-house beach, French couch seats, 10,000 east, rent out lease with an option to buy. Copping the 5 of bands from when I'm not. Up in the sky, run from the lie. With my twincito, up in the Benzito with my Kiko from Queens. The game that ego, we go back like EAs and red PJs. Now we reach a
I'm gonna get back to this song, but I just saw something. they always say, bad news is good publicity, right? And I think I just saw the Young any question. Young asked, if he's not dead, where is he? Hospital? Question mark. Let me ask you a question. If everywhere, every social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, every single one of them is talking about you, say you're dead, and your name is ringing bells right now, why are you gonna come out and say, I'm not dead, I'm not dead? Why? You gonna let that run as long as possible? Because at the end of the day, what are you losing? You know you're not dead. You know, if you already know you're not, if you know that you're not dead, and then all these people say you're dead, again, this is not the first, second, or third time that people said other people have died and didn't, wasn't dead. This is something that happens at least once a year. They say somebody's dead, and I remember when the lady from Golden Girls, I can't remember her name right now, from Golden Girls, they say she died. They say she died like 3 times already, and she officially died this year. Because I think this year she died. But this is something that happens all the time. That people say somebody's dead and they're not dead. And there's no reason for him to come out and say, hey guys, no, you have it wrong. You have it wrong. I'm alive, right? Look at me, I'm alive. At the end of the day, what's the benefit for him to come out and say he's alive? What's the benefit? Only thing is, he's going to come out and say he's alive. And what's going to happen is, people going to say, oh, he's not dead. And they're going to move on from the story. He going to let that story rock as long as he can until he don't need to say anything. What's the reason for him to say something? The more people talk about it, the more money he could make. There is no incentive for him to come out and say he's not dead. There's not one incentive. Maybe I'm the crazy guy and said, hey, yeah, he should come out. No, why? Why should he come out and say anything? He know he ain't dead. Again, check your sources. There's a lot of people that came out, YouTube, Facebook. A lot of people came, oh, he's dead. I don't believe it until I see it on TMZ, NBC News, NBC. Matter of fact, I added somebody else. CBS News, ABC, NBC, CNN, TMZ. If none of those stations, if you go Google right now, I promise you, none of those stations have him talking about him being dead. Not one. Not one station. And I think I checked TMZ all day yesterday, and they had like the whole stabbing. Oh, the Dave Chappelle, the whole thing when he got attacked on stage. They had that, and they had the Cowboys owner got in a car accident. I have to say, shout out to that brother. I say brother, but he's white. But shout out to him. I have to. This is weird for me. Maybe because I'm a car person. I like cars. And he was driving a regular car. This guy's like a billionaire. His team is worth like is the most expensive team in the league. It's not expensive, but worth more money in the NFL. Probably like $15 billion. He's driving around in a Kia. It was a black Kia he was driving. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to him. He got in an accident yesterday. The Cowboys owner, Jerry Jones, got in an accident yesterday as well. Hit some crazy person was driving. He sideswiped he hit the person on the side. So shout out to him. He's okay. You see what I'm saying? So Jerry Jones got in an accident yesterday, and it's all over TMZ. You're telling me that this young man, Kevin Samuel, died, and there is no news. There's whistles. Come on, guys. Y'all should know better about that. You're telling me some nurse, some doctor, somebody that was in the ER, even the person on the ambulance didn't take a quick picture of him and sell it to TMZ. Come on, guys. Y'all got to do better than that. Y'all got to let people stop, controlling y'all. So if you really think that, 100%. Because like I said, when Infinity hit me up yesterday, I said, not gonna happen. Oh, shout out to this young lady. I know if you got it. This is one of those news that you might not want to hear.
I want you all to know that we are fighting the fake news. It's fake.
For
phony,
your Trump.
fake.
All right, so shout out to this young lady here. The first black transgender woman, Victoria's Secret, her first black transgender Victoria's Secret model got a BBL. I don't know why that's news, but yes, she got a BBL. I have no idea why that's news. Confusing why that's news. You could find that on TMZ, but you can't find Kevin Samuel being dead. I'm just giving you things that's on TMZ that makes no sense. That you can't, that obviously makes no sense. If you go find that, and you can't find out about Kevin Samuel, please, guys, don't let people put the wool over your eyes. It's just one of those situations. Also, I watched this thing yesterday, and this might be taking me off the topic just a little bit. There was a young lady, transgender woman. Let's see a woman again. Yeah, transgender woman. She took off her whole thing. Like he was a guy at one point, and then he took the hormones, and then he's cut his thing off, and then he implanted a, whatever. You don't understand where I'm coming from. And I watched the interview. Very, very interesting interview. Interview wasn't that long. It was with something Lady G or Crystal G or can't remember. It wasn't Michelle G. It was somebody else. But it was an interesting answer from this young man or young lady. She said, and I think it was a very interesting, I think it was a very interesting comment. She said she doesn't date anybody except straight men. And she said that she wouldn't tell anybody, she wouldn't tell the guy that she was a transgender until it gets to a point where, it's going to go down. Then at that point, she then will tell the guy, hey, I was a guy at one point, and then I had the surgery, whatever. Now I'm a female. It was I was very surprised by that. That he said that he will only date, or she will only date straight guys. But my question is, as a straight guy, would you date her? Very confusing to me. Very, very confusing. I just have to think. I had to throw that out there. I was very confused by that. If you're only dating straight guys, but if you're a guy and you're straight, first of all, if you're a guy and you're straight, would you date a transgender man? I mean, went from man to a woman. If you date a transgender man, man that became a woman, or you can still consider it straight. I don't know. It was very interesting. I sat and watched it, and I was like, why am I watching this? But then, like I said, that comment that she said, yes, I only date straight men, was kind of like, what? I had to think about that. But it just popped in my head right now. I figured I'll jump on it. I'll jump in it. All right. So, again, this is the Morning Vibe with DJ Harwood and Chill Williams. And don't forget, we were live Monday to Friday from 9 o'clock till 11 o'clock. Today, don't forget at 10 o'clock, DJ Andrew will be on. DJ Andrew will be on at 10 o'clock, 10 to 11. So again, it's one of those things. So make sure you listen. But again, we talk about the Kevin Samuel. We're talking about the conversation young ladies had yesterday that I thought was pure foolishness, and very, very. And also, this young lady had a question. Shout out DJ Poison. She said, "You're confused, all of us right now." Listen, I'm not confused, you. I just had a question. It's very confusing question. Very, very confusing comment. So I was like, what did she say? Very, very surprising. All I have to say. So again, guys, stop listening to fake news. Kevin Samuel is not dead. And also Tina, perfect example. Tina, I have a question. Tina's on. Good morning, Tina. I have a question for you, right? And hopefully Tina will able to answer the question, right? If you're a 37-year-old woman that have a career and no man and not married, one, or a 37-year-old woman with 3 kids and a husband and married, which one you rather be? Which woman would you rather be? That's the question. 2 women, one with a career, no husband, one with a career, one with no career, and 3 kids and married. Which woman would you rather be? It's a honest conversation. So again, good morning to everybody. This is the morning vibe. As I mentioned at the beginning of the show, we really do appreciate it. Don't forget, I'm here by myself today, and don't forget, True Williams will be back on. We'll be back definitely on Monday with True, and we could continue this her foolishness conversation with her friend. Yes, please, if you're listening, to young lady, let me know. Please tell me your name, 518-444-2093. You can hit me up on WhatsApp, 518-444-2093. You could text it to me on WhatsApp. Again, good morning, everybody.
For you, machine ready, tell a girl I'll fall for you because you dedicate. You ain't on the time, make nobody do a shine again. Real Philip Sky, yeah, you think about the sand
You got to make your mind up.
You know you want my love, baby. Girl, you got me twisted over here. I got what you need right here, baby. Baby, I know. Baby, I love you so. But you don't feel like I do. Tell me, what can I do? But I gotta be strong, girl. You did me wrong. I thought we were down. Now you say you want me, girl. You blow my mind. I'm not gonna be here for long.
We don't break the laws. We just make up our own.
My love, baby.
Caribbean's #1 choice.
I got what you need right here, baby.
All right, good morning, everybody. This is Morning Vibe. Shout out to Richie. Richie said, career with no husband. So Richie said she'd rather have the career with no husband and no kids. That's what Richie said. Shout out to you, Richie. That was a shocking answer. Very shocking answer, I have to say. But, that's you being honest. Tina said, Tina says some women are career driven and they're happy being single with no kids. Nothing is wrong with that. I'm not saying nothing is wrong with it. I'm not saying anything is wrong with it at all. Other families aren't, I believe life isn't complete without a husband and kids. I also agree with that also. Shout out to, one thing I know about me, I know you text me. I am so bad with names, so I'm never going to mess your name up. It'd be easy if you call, just tell your name. 518-752-3334. I'm bad with names, so I know I'm going to mess your name. So, yeah, I spoke to the young lady texted me yesterday. She said, I didn't say anything about having kids yesterday. I said I wouldn't rush into marriage so young. But she's glad she had kids, but going through divorce at 40. I got that. And she don't believe that he's dead at all. He's just probably leaking fake. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't believe he's dead as well. So, but again, nobody wants to go to divorce at all. I would just, for me, and maybe because I'm a guy, I look at things a little differently. And I might be shocked by most of the answers that's given from these young ladies is that they rather have no kids and a career at 37 than having kids and a husband at 37. That may be surprising to me. This is very surprising to me. I have to say, very very surprising. I have to say. Some that, but there's women that looks at and there's females that never want to have kids. Um, and there's nothing wrong with that as well. But surprise, I have to say, very 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 surprised. I have to say, but nothing wrong with that. But again, we're talking about the conversation yesterday: 35 and above, or they what was I'm trying to remember the exact phrase. Um, if somebody remember the exact phrase, please let me know. I can't remember exactly. If 35 above, or your leftovers. I don't think particular is the word leftovers is the right word. I agree that if you are 35 and above, um, could you have gotten married earlier than 35? Yeah. Um, and again, if you're in a relationship, and this is for guys and ladies, if you're in a relationship and this person you're not going to marry, why are you in a relationship? I think people be in a relationship not to get married no makes no sense. Like if I'm in a relationship and this is me getting older and I start learning stuff. Um, if you're in a relationship and you know you're not going to marry this person, then get out of a relationship, or at least tell the person I'm not marrying you. So we could still have fun, but I will never marry you. I think I did that a couple of times. I tell somebody, nah, we can have fun, but no, I'm never gonna marry. It's one of those things. But just be honest. Um, when you decide to get into a marriage at whatever age you decide, you have to understand that you're never always gonna the person that that you're marrying, you're never gonna be in love with that person for the whole time you get married. There's gonna be points where you can be like, I want to leave this dude. I hate every bone and every being in this guy, and I don't want to be in a relationship anymore. It's going to happen. Believe me, because I know people been married 50 years, and there's times where that feeling has come that I don't think it's going to work, and I'm not happy. But again, this is why probably at my age I haven't got married yet. And I mean, I'm not saying I'm not close or not. I'm just saying that's why I probably ain't get married yet, because I want to know that, like, regardless of ups or downs, feelings, because that's why I always say never get married for love, because you're never going to love the person all the time. There's times you're going to get mad, or times you don't want to be bothered with that person. There's going to be those times. Those are times, it's like a rough time in life when things get rough. Are you going to just walk away, or are you going to push through them and figure it out? It's just one of those situations. That's why that's why I always say to everybody, don't get married for love. You're devoting your life to this person. And it's the same thing. It's the same thing for your kids. And your kids is not going to be perfect. Kids not going to do everything you want. There's going to be times you can't stand your kids because they don't listen or they don't do it. But you're never going to say, you're not my kid no more. I'm going to leave you. I'll leave you alone. It's one of those situations. So that's why I look at marriage and never get married for love. If you're not going to devote your life to this particular person, and there's going to be points, there's going to be times, guys, you have to understand, if you're married, you're going to get married. There's going to be points you look at your wife and you're like, what the hell did I do? That's going to happen. It might be a year, it might be 2 years, it might be 40 years down the line. There's going to be a point in life where you look at him like, what the hell did I just do? And that's the point you got to say. I get it. Marriage isn't about being happy. Like Kevin Samuel says, since we talk about him, marriage isn't about being happy. I think that's what the confusion is marriage isn't about being happy. All right. So Tony said that society is screwed. Yes, I agree. Society has gone to the dogs. I always say back in the day, what happened to the women from back in the day? No, back in the day, a woman in New Orleans, women will talk about, I want to go to Korea and all. The woman were like, I'm married, I'm gonna have kids, I'm gonna take care of my husband, and he's gonna take care of me, regardless of whatever she. And I think what it is, a woman is, whatever I want to do, what I want to do for myself now, and there's nothing wrong with that. You, as a woman, you could do anything. You could do anything that you want to do. I just think society has changed on, and again, and this is what I said, and I think True agree with me. there's more women try to be man because not enough men. And that's why I said, there was a new study that I read a couple of days ago. In the world, I'm just going to the world. I'm not going to United States, because in the world, it's 21 females to 1 man. There's not enough men. So what happened is a lot of females is now taking on man roles because there's not enough men. And as you know, a lot of females don't want to share a man. They want a man for themselves. But since they can't have a man for themselves, they now start doing man things and acting like a man because there's not enough men. There's not enough men. There's not. And like I mentioned, in the United States, it's 15 women to 1 man. There's not enough men. So it's, again, sometimes women have to say, I don't have a man to do this. I have a man to do that. I have to do myself. I have to take my car to the shop. I have to work. I got to bust my butt to give myself a lifestyle that I want because I can't find a man and I'm not sharing a man. So I have to do it on my own. And that's what it is. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. You just have to understand it's just what it is. There's not enough men, and females is gonna be like, I don't have a man. I can't have to do things on my own. And then, that's what it is. Over time, it happens. Back in the days, I'm not sure what the ratio is back in the day. I'll do my research. What the ratio to man to woman back in the 60s and 50s, what the ratio was. But it's completely changed over time. And I don't know, back in the day, did they share? I know certain countries are, you had more than one wife, but and you could feed your family. I'm making $10 an hour or $15 an hour. You know what I mean? Back in the days, you made $15 an hour. You're balling out of control. Now you're making $15 an hour. You really need to consider your life, your choices. It's one of those situations, but it just changed over the years. There's less men, so women have to step up and be a man. And sometimes they're gonna be their own man. And that's where those toys come in. Hey, listen, if I can't find a man to hit me, I'm gonna hit myself. If you get where I'm coming from. That's one of those situations. Regardless how much of these things you go in and purchase, it ain't the same. Believe me, it's not the same. But because these needs to be made, and there isn't a man out there to make them. And again, as I mentioned to truth, sometimes like women don't want to share, and I agree. They don't have to share if they don't want to, but at some point you gotta figure it out. You know what I mean? It's just one of those situations. Um, So good morning to everybody. I think Richie said, "Who cares about Kevin Samuel where he profiled? He prevented of distracting and demeaning black women dead or alive. That is disgraceful way to live. When you came from a woman, I 100% disagree with you, Richie. I don't think he disgraced this what you a distraction. He said no demeaned. I don't think he demeaned women. Sometimes." As he said, and a lot of people have said, and I have said, and people that's listening to me, a lot of women, it's crazy. They don't understand. They don't understand. It's crazy. But sometimes, as he said, and a fresh and fearless, a lot of females don't want to hear the truth, and sometimes not hearing the truth. Sometimes when somebody keep lying to you and not being honest with you, you're gonna believe the lies. You're gonna believe the lies, and that's what it is. If sometimes somebody tell you you're a 10 and you're really like 3, and the first guy that you meet that tell you, baby, you're a 3, not a 10, that guy is putting you down. No, he's telling you like what people lying to you all this time. You're a 3, not a 10. So please fix it. That's one of those situations. But nothing wrong with it. I don't think he was putting a woman down. I just think he was, he was blunt and honest. And sometimes ladies might say, I want a guy to be honest. And I have to say, it's not true. You want your honesty, not the real honesty. That's just what it is. All right. Tina said, I agreed. No, Tony said, I agree. Married for 5 years and she leave the marriage. All right. Hold on. Tina said, people don't want to work at their marriage anymore. As soon as it gets tough, they leave. And Tony agreed to that statement. Tony said, sorry to hear that. Okay. Tony said, that's why I'm going to start venting more often and not rushing into anything. Yes, I agree with you. And I know they mentioned yesterday guys take longer to get married. Yes, because I think I didn't get married at my age. I didn't get married because I just didn't meet the right person. I got proposed to. This is why people are getting mad at me. Like, I got proposed to 4 times. Have I proposed to nobody yet? No. Have I proposed to anybody? No. I haven't. But I got proposed to 4 times. And the reason why I haven't got married is because I'm not the right person. And I know those people that proposed to me, I would have left them. I would have cheated on them left and right. So I'm never going to set them up like that. So that's why I haven't. Those proposals I didn't accept because I knew what I was going to do, and I wasn't ready for that anyway. So it's one of those things. But just getting on that little thing from yesterday, and also Kevin Samuel, he's not dead, guys. Please stop listening to that foolishness. He's not dead. But it's also one of those situations. But again, good morning, everybody. This is the Morning Vibe with DJ Hallway and True Williams. Thank you.
I'm at work and you're on time. And smoking the sun. Time to get your love. Ooh, yeah. Oh, you got me feeling emotions deeper than I've ever been. Oh, you got me feeling emotion higher than my heaven above. I feel good, I feel nice. I've never been so satisfied. I'm in love, I'm alive, intoxicated, flying high. Feels like a dream when you touch me tenderly. I don't know if it's real, but I like the way you feel inside. You got me feeling emotions deeper than I've ever been. Oh, you got me feeling emotions higher than my heaven above. In the morning when oh, when you walk by every night, talking sweet and looking fine, I get kinda hectic inside. Baby, I'm so into you, darling. If you only knew all the things that flow through my mind, but it's just a sweet, sweet fantasy, baby. When I close my eyes, I can take it. So deep in my lost in a dream. I don't know which way to go. Let me see if you are all that you see. The minute I'm moving away.
Don't want no short dick, man.
Good morning, everybody. This is the Morning Vibe with DJ Harvey and True Williams. Don't forget, we're here till 10 o'clock, and then we'll be back on Monday, same place, same time, 9 a.m. till 11 o'clock. Shout out to everybody who joined the show today. I really, really do appreciate it. Again, it was short on Fridays, but again, I really, really do appreciate it. Shout out to DWC Radio, One Radio, Five Corner Radio, One Radio, Link, Power Slide Radio, IF Caribbean, CMS Radio, Island Jam, Young and Fresh. Get with the fix. Industry Rock Radio, Jamaica Radio, RTN Radio.net, V-Link Radio, Crisco Radio, Fans on Radio, NRG Online Radio, Reggae Showtime. So good morning to everybody. I didn't mean to play that song. I did listen. That was an accident. I was very, 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 very sorry about that. That song was not meant to be played. I don't even know why it's on there. I know. I said the same thing. That song. Sorry, guys. That song was shouldn't have played that song. That was accident. I totally accident. So thanks, guys. I really, really, I really do appreciate it. And we'll see you on Monday, same place, same time. Again, guys, ladies, think about this one more time, ladies. You're 37 with a career, no kids, and not married, or a 37-year-old woman with 3 kids and married. All right, so that's the choices you have: career, no kids, no marriage, or no career, 3 kids and married. Those are your choices. Those are the 2 choices that you have. And one of those you got to pick. All right. So again, I will definitely see you on the Monday. Don't forget, top of the hour, DJ Andrew live in the building. DJ Andrew live at the top of the hour. Again, we really do appreciate it, and we'll see you on Monday. All right. Peace.
And the answer to all my dreams. You're my sun, my moon, my guiding star, my kind of wonderful. That's what you are. I know there's only one like you. There's no way they could have made 2. You're all I'm living for. Your love I'll keep forevermore. 'Cause you're the last, my everything. And with you, I found so many things. A love so new, only you could bring. Can't you see it's you? You make me feel this way. You're like a fresh morning dew on a brand new day. I see so many ways that I can love you till the day I die. You're my reality, yet I'm lost in a dream. You're the first, the last, my everything. you, there's no way they could have made two. Girl, you're my reality. I'm lost in a dream. You're the first, you're the last.
We don't break the laws. We just make up our own. The internet's best choice for me. OneRadio.link.
I'm a me a be a man a chat. And I never see a pain pan a shot. The good day make be a man a chat. Traveling at the block seat with the cape on my lap. Yeah, other than Max feel make you know shot feel chatting up bag of space full him up a hot steel. I enough the rap sheet anytime the clock speak when we a chop street boy lie dog. Like a bro, I saw me perform with the care. In a them place like say up for me place person she got on the dark night in a mickle day. From man born and I grew up so me stay badness in my bloody running on my DNA. Ramesh never broke with the badness dread and I did chop this. Them for no one wanna play, yeah. I just one squeeze, make boy more jump out. And I know we have to do the murder. Me have some bad bitch all of the badness from uptown, yo, Jordan. One squeeze, make boy more jump out. None of me friend, them on a gun cloud. Ask anybody but to will lucky compound. You see the badness, in a cheap and not an average. Pocket full of cabbage, and my friend, them a do damage. No fuck with the bread because me and Chimo was slam it. And them a tip on my beat or rubber grip it iconic, gosh. We dog them a savage, left shot in a face, the junk of one mortgage. Gunman a fire, suck your mother with their chick. When them a fire pussy, try stop it. I just one squeeze, make boy more jump out. And I know we have to do the murder. Me have some bad bitch all of the badness from uptown, yo, Jordan. One squeeze, make boy more jump out. None of me